Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to show you how we turn this plain wall in our living room and convert it into this entertainment center by using Ikea furniture. Hey everyone, so today's video is all about this wall here in our living room that we decided to work on. So we weren't sure exactly what we wanted to do at first, but we knew that we wanted to do shelves, built-ins, do some drawers and cabinets. And as you may know, it could be very expensive to do this type of stuff. So we wanted to keep it cost effective. So we did go to Ikea and we purchased a few pieces. So we got 2 Bestas, 2 Brimnes, and then 2 Hanviken. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But I will link everything in the description box below for you guys. And let me show you what we did with them. The first thing that we did was attach the TV and center it to the wall, and then we built everything around it. Now you could do the opposite, build it and then put the TV, but we thought that this would be best for us. And so then we built each piece out, and then we just laid it out, made sure that it fit and that it was positioned the way that we wanted to position it. And then after we did that, he went ahead and removed the baseboard from that wall. So right here, he's doing the framing. These are 2x6, and he just cut it to the size that we needed for each of the individual items. So we got 2 Bestas and 2 Brimnes, if that's how you pronounce them. So that's for the Brimnes, and he already did here for the Besta. So once he was done building all 3 frames, he went ahead and brought it inside, and then he placed each individual piece on top just to make sure that it was fitting properly, it was leveled and balanced before he actually secured the frame into the wall. So that's what he's doing here, just making sure that everything is good to go. Okay, so once we knew that we weren't going to move the pieces, that they were going to be placed where they were, we went ahead, and by we I mean him, he went ahead and measured the back of one of the Bestas here because he wanted to cut out a hole for those outlets that you see there. Luckily, we only had 3 of them and they were all together, so he was able to make just one hole, and so that's what he's doing here. Okay, so now that he was able to do that, he took out the piece out of the way, and he's looking for the studs with the stud finder right here. And then once he locates it, he goes ahead and drills into it. Okay, so once he was done securing each frame to the wall, he went ahead and secured the other pieces on the ends to each other. So as you see here, he did it to this side and he did it to the other side as well. Okay, so here you have it. He secured everything to the wall and then to each other. And then once he was done doing that, he went ahead and attached the liquid nails to the top, as you see here. And then he placed the pieces on top of that. And then he is securing it with these L brackets right here that you see. And then he did this for the other pieces as well. So for the Bestas, which are these ones right here, we did the same thing. So we put liquid nails at the bottom, and then we placed the Besta on top. And then in the inside, we drilled it down into the wood. So we did that. We did it there. And then we drilled each Besta into each other just so it can attach together. did it there. And then there. And then over here, he drilled the side of the Besta into the Brimnes. And I'm assuming he did it over here too. I wasn't here for this. Oh no, he didn't. I guess I'll ask him. He's right now working on the trim pieces for the bottom. Hey, you didn't drill this Besta into that Brimnes?
Oh no, I still have to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what he did was he drilled each end of the Besta into the Brimnes for support, and then these two Bestas together, and then down into the wood, which I showed you that. And yeah, so he's working on getting the trim pieces cut. These are just trim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you had to buy a quarter round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard him. That is quarter round right there that he's finishing it off with. But like I did mention before, I will be putting everything in the description box for you guys. So if you want to take a look at there, everything would be there. But if you do happen to have any questions, let us know in the comments below. We'll be happy to answer them for you. But yeah, so here he's just finishing everything off. And then once he finished trimming everything out and putting it in place, he went ahead and started spackling each individual little area that needed to be spackled, and then he went ahead and sanded everything down. Okay, so once the spackle dried and he sanded everything down, he went ahead and started caulking all the places that needed it. Once he was done there, he taped the bottom out like you see here and started painting. He used pure white for that. And then if you notice, there was a little gap right here. And so he had left that like that because there's that piece right there wasn't too thin, not too thick. It was a weird measurement. So he had to go to Home Depot and search for a trim piece that actually fit there. So that's what he ended up doing for those gaps right there, in case you were wondering. And then we ended up adding hardware to it, which we purchased from Amazon. And I also want to mention that the doors for the Bestas that come with the Bestas are not these doors. So these doors that we have here in front of the Bestas are called Hanviken. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I did mention it in the beginning of the video, but I wasn't, in case it was confusing. We got different doors for the Bestas, just because we wanted it to look more of a shaker style to go with the drawers. But you can use the doors that come with the Bestas. But again, we ended up going with different doors. So we're working now on the tabletop, and this is a 2x10. We got 2 of those. And right now we're just gonna cut it because we need how many? 15 inches?
Yeah.
We need 15 inches. So he's gonna go ahead and cut that. So, and then we're gonna join them together, right? So right now we're joining them together, and we did pocket holes, and we're using this right here. Once he was done joining the boards together, he went ahead and sanded everything down, and then he went ahead and stained it. We ended up going with a custom color called Caramel Nougat, so that's the color that he used. And then once the board dried, he went ahead and added liquid nails to the top here, as you see. And then he placed the board on top, and then he drilled from inside the cabinets up onto the board. So that is how he attached the board to the 2 Bestas right there. And then the last thing we did in this area was change out that white fan to a black fan. And here you have it. This is the end result, and I am so happy with how it turned out. And even though I am super happy and I love it, I do also feel like it's missing something because it's not all the way to the ceiling. So on top of here, you could see there's a gap. And so I feel like finishing it off to the ceiling will make it look more built in. So stay tuned for that. We will be working on that later on, but for right now we're keeping it like this. If you have any ideas, any suggestions, let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear your ideas. And if you're able to do something like this and you have the space for it and you've been looking for something, definitely give this a try. I think it was great. It's definitely cost effective because it could be very pricey to have someone do it for you. And I really hope that you like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Let us know in the comments below if you have any other questions, and I'll be back with more videos. Bye.